All right, in this video, our goal will be to use the unit circle, which is on the back side of the worksheet you're looking at, to evaluate each inverse trig expression, and we're going to start by expressing our answers in radians. So here we go. Here's our first example. You ready? Can everybody please write down? Arc cosine of negative radical 3 over 2. Arc cosine of negative radical 3 over 2. What are you doing at this time? Well, let's look up above. My cosines can only land in quadrants 1 and 2. Also remember, when we're looking at the ordered pair, it's CBS, cosine before sine. So let's get started. Let's look for negative radical 3 over 2. Okay, you ready? Negative radical 3 over 2 is right here. Does everybody see it's right here? Yes? Where else is it? It's also right here. So I know I need to express the answer in radians. Is it 7 pi over 6? Is it 5 pi over 6? Is it one of them or both? Well, it has to land, when you're seeing arc cosine, it has to land in only one quadrant. And so it has to land in quadrants 1 or 2. And we can see that only this answer of 5 pi over 6 lands in one of those quadrants. This particular angle would not land in quadrant 1 or 2. That's how we're able to get a single answer. And so this is equal to 5 pi over 6. My answer is 5 pi over 6. Let's try another one. Let's try example number 2. Please write down arc sine of negative 1/2. Arc sine of negative 1/2. So the first thing I want us to do is I want you to glance up. When we choose one singular answer, it needs to be in quadrant 1 or quadrant 4. CBS, cosine before sine, tells us we're looking for the second value to be negative 1/2. Let's get started. Negative 1/2 in the second value occurs right here at 7 pi over 6. And also at 11 pi over 6. It's at both of these. At both of these locations, we have a negative 1/2. How do I know which one to choose? Again, it has to land in 1 or 4, making the correct answer 11 pi over 6. Let's look at another one. Arc tangent of negative radical 3 over 3. Okay, now as a quick reminder, I asked you to write these on your paper. This is for what's equivalent to 60 degrees or pi over 3. This is the tangent. And maybe above this I need to write tangent as a quick reminder. This is the tangent. So the tangent at 45 degrees is 1. The tangent at pi over 6 is radical 3 over 2. And we're going to use those as reference angles. So as a reminder, I'm looking for a tangent that's negative radical 3 over 3. So the first thing I do is I go, oh, well, here's positive radical 3 over 3. That means that there's 4 places, these two and these two. Forget about the signs, that will have radical 3 over 2. They all have a reference angle of 30 degrees. And you're wondering, how does that work? Notice 30 degrees. It's 30 degrees to get to the x-axis, 30 degrees to get down, 30 degrees back up, and 30 degrees back up. So these all have the same reference angle. Now, all-star trig class, let's put that off to the side. All-star trig class. All-star trig class tells us that tangents are positive in 1 and positive in 3. They're going to be negative in 2 and 4. And I have a negative sign. So I know my tangents are going to land in 2 and in 4. And they have to have this reference angle. So the correct answer would be 5 pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6. But how do I know which one is the correct one? So I'm down to these two. Then I look back to my picture. Tangents have to occur in 1 and 4, making the only answer 11 pi over 6. Thumbs up or thumbs down right now if this is making sense. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, here's your next one. Here's your next one. I want the tangent, I want the arc tangent of 1. Arc tangent of 1. So the first thing I do is I look back over here And I go, okay, what's going to have a tangent of 1? Well, right here, 45 degrees. Okay, great. That means at 45, at 135, at 215, and at 315, they all have a 1 or a negative 1. I want a positive 1. Why? Because it's a positive 1. So positive 1 all-star trig class will occur at pi over 4, or 45 degrees, and also at 225, or 5 pi over 4. Now, because the tangents are positive in quadrants 1 or 3, how do I know which one to select? Okay, tangent has to be in 1 or 4. These are the two answers. The only one that's in 1 and 4 is pi over 4. Okay, your next one. Please do arc cosine of negative 1/2. I'm going to give you 30 seconds. Begin. Arc cosine of negative 1/2. All right, let's get started. Are you ready? Let's first look for, okay, cosines. Cosines are going to be in 1 and in 2 when we find the arc. Remember, when we find the arc, there's one answer. These are only one answers, or one solution. Okay, you ready? Let's get started. Arc cosine of negative 1/2. That's the first number, cosine. Negative 1/2. Okay, here we go. Negative 1/2 occurs at 2 pi over 3. And here again, at 4 pi over 3. So I have two spots, right here and right here. How do I know which one? It has to be in quadrants 1 or 2, making the only answer 2 pi over 3. 2 pi over 3. Can I have a 1 through 5 based on the difference between what we just went over and the directions for this next learning objective is the first set used the unit circle to evaluate the inverse trig function. This one just says we don't see any arc signs, so we're not looking at an inverse. Here's our very first one. You ready? You're going to see sine of an angle equals negative radical 3 over 2. There's no arc sign. When you see the word arc, how many answers are you going to have? 1. Do you see any arc here? None. So what we're not going to do is this is used for arc. This is used for arc or inverse. When you don't see the word arc or inverse, I'm ignoring this, and I'm looking for two spots where the sign is negative radical 3 over 2. So grab this. Let's find it. Where's the sign negative radical 3 over 2? Oh, there's one spot. So 4 pi over 3. Oh, here's another spot. 5 pi over 3. This problem is done. 4 pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3 done. Let's do the next one. I want the tangent of negative radical 3. Again, there is no arc tangent, so I'm going to have two answers as it states. I'm not going to refer back to these. This is for arc or inverse when you're able to just select one of the two. So I want two places. Okay, you ready? So I know that at 60 degrees I have a tangent of radical 3. So these places, there are 4. These two and these two that are going to give me radical 3 over 2. Now 2 of them are positive and 2 of them are negative. I want the negative ones. Well, where is tangent negative? Tangent is positive in 1 and 3. That means it's negative in 2 and 4. So right here and right here are going to be my answers. At 2 pi over 3 and at 5 pi over 3. And if you're like, I don't understand that, watch this. We can see at 60 degrees, so 60 degrees above the x-axis, this is my tangent. So again, x-axis, I go 60 degrees above. That's how I get 2 pi over 3. Now if I drop down 60 degrees, I don't want to choose this spot because it has a positive tangent and I'm looking for a negative. If I drop down 60 degrees, again, I have a negative tangent and it's 5 pi over 3. So 2 pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. Okay, last one. I want to see if you can do it on your own. Cosine of this angle is going to be positive 1/2. Go ahead, please. How many answers will you have? 2. So I grab the unit circle. Okay, I'm looking for 2. Cosine is the first number. There's 1. So pi over 3. Here's another 5 pi over 3. Pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. Those are my 2 answers.